Okay, so the agenda for today's discussion. So we have already discussed about the basics of Hive, and Hive installation has been over. Now we are going to recall the Hive installation steps so that if you get stuck with any error during installation, you can make a correction. And we are going to discuss about Hive data types. Okay, so whether we have already discussed about this Hive architecture, how Hive interacts with Hadoop, Hive and Hadoop interaction, and we are going to discuss about this databases, Hive databases, Hive tables, the type of tables associated with the Hive. So these are all the here in terms of tables. We'll be having discussion on the two types of tables. One is a Hive managed table, and second one is Hive external table. How to create a managed table and how to create external table, and after that, how to load data into these tables. So this is the agenda for today's discussion. Okay. So in terms of Hive installation has been concerned, what we did in our previous session here. So here assume that you are landed in the present working directory. Need to show you /home/Hadoop. So under which you have already Hadoop configured. Hadoop hyphen 1.2.1 has been configured another location. The same location you want to download Hadoop. Okay, download Hive. So you move to the same location, cd home/Hadoop, and you download the Hive. Okay, the version that you can download is either an old version or a new version, whatever may be the version. Where to download? So you need to get this Hive URL from this Google. You can make use of Google to get this Hive URL. Okay, so here download Hive. The current version is you can download from the Apache site itself. Okay, so archive, if you want to go for older version, you click on this archive.apache.hive. You can download a older version 0.13, 0.14. Else you can download the current version, which may be 1.12. New release currently, unstable release 2.2.0. If you are going to work with Hadoop 2, you can make use of it. Click on this mirror site, and you can make use of these are all the newer releases. Okay, so Hive 1.2.2 or 1.2.1, anything that you can down. Else if you are looking for an older version, where you need to go for this, you need to go for this archive. Okay, archive.apache, under which you can find this older version 1.2.1 and more older Hive 0.13, 0.13.0. These are all the older versions that you need to go for. Okay, it is recommended that you can go for Hive 1.2.1. This is the version that is recommended. So here the Hive Apache hive-bin.r.gz. The file that you need to download is 89 MB. This is for Hadoop 1.x. If it is 2.x, you can also make use of this for 2.x. So these are all the older version. Hive 0.13. Okay, this is the version which we make use of it. So Apache Hive, the size is around 52 MB. Hive.bin.r.gz. Okay, so according to your version, you need to go for. If it is a current version, you can go up with the recent updated thing, 1.2.2. More or less the same. Apache -hive-bin.r.gz. The file size is 87 MB. Okay, this is the file that you need to download. So once you downloaded, what you did? So here you want to specify enter it, and you want to specify this home path, Hive home path, under the following two locations. Already we have discussed this. I am recalling. What are all the files that you need to specify? The first thing under bash rc. Where the bash rc will be? It will be under /home/hadoop it will be under for each and every user. You can find this bash rc file. Under bash rc file, you want to specify using this export hive underscore homes equal to. Similarly, you want to specify. I think so. I had shared you the document, the installation document. Did you receive the document or yet do you receive? Export.
No, sir. Hive document installation we haven't received.
Okay, okay. So then, so export hive underscore homes equal to, you want to specify /home /hadoop under which you have installed hive. It may be Apache hive 1.2.1. It may be either a .bin or something. Okay, just to make it check which version that you have installed. So here, let me verify by connecting to this machine itself so that it will be easy for you. I'm going to connect with my virtual machine. Let me power on this machine. Let me check whether we have a Hadoop on contacts. If not, we can directly install Hive. Whether the installation of Hive has been discussed in previous class? Anyone, please let me know.
Yes, sir.
Installation over, huh?
Yes.
Then everyone should have installed by now.
Yes, we have installed.
And it is working fine.
No, I was not able to start it. I was getting some error. But installation I have done.
No. If you properly configure, whether you can able to get this Hive screen, Hive shell.
No, Hive shell I was not able to get, but I downloaded and installed the Hive and I made changes in the configuration files. Whatever I have noted down.
Okay. So here we have this Apache Hive 1.2.1 bin.r.gz. Can you able to view clearly?
Yes.
Okay. So here in this case, if you go to this home, so Control H will distribute the hidden file. You want to go to this .bash rc, right click, open with gedit. Now you can find at the end, you need to type the path under the following location. Okay. So you have already export Hadoop underscore home. So you have already Java's path, export Java underscore home, user lib JVM. Madam, you are getting error in under this point only. In this location only, you committed
Yes,
some
sir.
error. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, probably you may left out with some additional spaces before or after in this following.
Okay. I have just copied from your document. Maybe I have made a mistake, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, that may be a problem.
I have downloaded the team viewer, sir. If you want, now we can connect.
Okay, yes, we will connect. So you want to specify the Hadoop home path and the Java home path. Similarly, what you need to specify. So you have downloaded a Hive here. Okay, the Hive version here that you have downloaded is Hive -1. Here it is confused with both version. Okay, let me shut down and let me open another machine. So now let me untar it. tar space hyphen xvf Apache Hive. Okay, that's all. So now you have Hive untarred, then Apache hyphen Hive hyphen 1.2 hyphen bin is the path. Okay, this is the path where you have the Hive. So what you need to do, you want to specify in your bash RC. Okay, so and open a bash RC. Let me open this bash RC here. Want to the location. Then go to .bash RC. Right click. Open with the gedit. At the end, let me type export hive underscore home equal to the location slash home slash Hadoop Apache hyphen Hive hyphen 1.2.1. This is the location where you have installed Hive. So export here path equal to $path colon dollar Hive underscore home slash you want to specify the bin folder. Also apart from that, you need to specify two additional things here. One is class path for Hadoop and class path for Hive. Okay, you just make a note. Export a class path for Hive and class path for Hadoop. Let me check whether we have anything here, so that it will be easy. We can make. Now open this bash rc file .bash. Open with gedit. Now at the end, you need to copy this class path. Okay, export class path equal to the following. Class path equal to $class path colon slash home slash Hadoop hyphen 1.2.1 slash lib and Apache hyphen Hive hyphen 1.2.1 hyphen bin slash lib. So this is the information. What information that you need to specify? The following three: Hive home, the bin folder of Hive under this export path, and the class path of Hadoop for representing all the files associated with the lib folder, and the class path associated with Apache Hive onto the lib folder. Okay, everything is perfect. You just save. Then what are all the other information that you need to post here? Apart from this, what you need to do is you need to type the following thing. Okay, so the information apart from this representation in bash RC, you need to open this configuration folder, under which you need to specify the Hadoop home path. Under the configuration folder, you will be having a file by name hive-environment.sh. Okay, you have a file by name under this location where you have configured this Apache Hive. Under this, you will be having a conf folder. Under the conf folder, you will be having a file by name hive-environment.sh file. The file won't by default will be present. We will be having a template. From that, we need to create a file hive-environment.sh. In the file, you want to specify this Hadoop home path. Okay, now we are going to discuss how to specify. So open this. Okay, open location where you have configured Apache Hive. This is star.gz. Apache Hive hyphen 1.2.1. Double click. Here you can find a conf folder. Double click. Under the conf folder, you can find a template. you can find a template hive hyphen environment.sk, right click, you make a copy and just paste the template. Okay, you rename the template. Template name should be hive hyphen environment.sk. That's all. Hive hyphen environment.sk is the name of the template. Okay, under which what you need to specify, open the template and you want to specify the Hadoop home path where you have configured Hadoop. Okay, at any let me specify at the end. Export Hadoop underscore home. Let me specify here. Export Hadoop underscore home is equal to slash home slash Hadoop slash Hadoop hyphen 1.2.1. Okay, this is the location slash export Hadoop underscore home is equal to, you please make a note, home Hadoop hyphen 1.2.1. So this is the thing that you need to specify here. Save the file. Then after that, what you need to do, you want to source the bash RC. So you are source dot bash RC. Oh, it is perfect. So after that, what you need to do, you want to create something in your HDFS. Okay, you want to create two things, one temporary and one additional hive you want to create, and you want to create a user hive warehouse. These are all the two things that you need to create in your HDFS. Okay, the command for HDFS, you know, your JPS, all other Hadoop FS, you can make a check hyphen ls under root. Now you have only home. What you need to do, you want to create a directory. Hadoop FS hyphen make directory under root. You create a folder by name temp. Yes, a folder has been created. So what you need to specify, under temp, you want to create another folder called as hive. You need these two folders. Okay, now you have a temp and hive. Then after that, you will be having a user hive warehouse. Okay, so you want to create a folder by name user, make directory user, under which you create a folder, make directory hive, user under hive. You want to create another folder called as warehouse, where you want to create all the three things you want to create under the Hadoop file system. Let me make a check. Okay, hyphen ls root. Now you have two things. One is temp and another one is user under user hive warehouse. You want to give this write permission for that. The command for that is Hadoop ch mode is the permission. Fs change mode. You specify the mode IL777. The first thing for slash temp. Okay, for temp you are changing the permission to read, write, and execute. Under temp you have hive folder. You also specify the permission for that, and you need to specify the same thing for all the associated folders for user. Under user you have once again you have a hive. Okay, you set the permission for user hive, and under hive you have a folder warehouse. So this is the default location where hive stores that tables data. Please make a note. User hive warehouse is called hive's warehouse directory. If you create a table, the table's data will be stored here only. Please make a note. So you want to create a folder, and after that, so you have created all the above said thing, and you have set the permissions for everyone. Now let me start this hive. Okay, so here move to the location where you have configured Apache Hive, under which you just simply type bin/hive. If everything is perfect, your hive will be started. Yes, perfect. Now you landed in the hive. So if you have get stuck with any issue, please let me know under execution of which command you get stuck with, so that we can debug. So if you type show tables, so the tables will be listed here. Okay, since there is no table, so show databases. You can find the databases. Show databases. So now you don't have. Yes, we have a debugging and then now we have show databases, only default databases only. How to create a database? The command to create a database is create database. You want to create a database in Hive. So create database. Let me create a database by name Thiru. So data create database Thiru. If you now listed show databases, Thiru will be listed. What are all the things that you are going to store? Need to be stored under a databases only. Okay. So you know the concept behind Hive. What we are going to exhibit now is after installation. So we are going to create a database. Under database only, all the tables will be listed. Okay. Now we are going to create a Hive table by name, and the table name is employee table. And the table contains the following fields: employee number. Let me make it employee name, and salary and job fields. Okay. So this is the thing first I am going to create. In terms of Hive table has been concerned, there are two types of table. Okay. So one is Hive manager table, and second one is external table. Here, when you create a table, you will create two things. One is the table's data, original data. The second one is the table's metadata. Hive will store this metadata in a separate area called as Hive metastore. We have a separate area called as Hive metastore, under which the table's data has been stored. The data for the table will be stored under the default location, under user, under Hive, under warehouse. This is the default location where the data for the tables will be created. Under the warehouse folder, there is a folder by name, the table name. Example, in this case, being the table name is employee, folder by name employee will be created, under which the data associated with the table will be listed here. So where we need to, whether we can directly insert the data here. Now you can also directly insert data from one table to another table. You want to have one source table. From the source table, you want to read the data and you can insert the data into the target table. That is possible. But how to enter data into the source table? So for that, we are going to load the data either from your local file system or from your HDFS file system using a statement called as load statement. Okay, a load statement is a statement. Here the file, how the file will be stored in HDFS or LFS, it will be stored as a text file. Okay, so for this example, let me create a text file by name employee.txt. The text file contains the following information: 1 comma gram comma.
Sir, one query.
Yes.
Yeah, where will this metadata and Hive metastore will be stored?
Once install Hive, by default it will be created.
Okay, it won't be under /user/Hive.
Okay, so here it is internal. It is internal to
Okay,
Hive.
okay.
Okay, this Hive metastore is internally created. This is the location. Here we can make use of your database. The default database is Derby database. For storing metadata information, Hive by default uses Derby database. If you want to make it with other databases like MySQL, you can make use of it. Please make a note. You can also make use of other databases also. Hello? Yes. Yes, I had already shared you the link. I think so. What is your mail ID? Satyajit sir, yesterday, can you please again send me your mail ID to this mobile? I had already, yesterday itself I got, I think so, I had shared to you around the night 11 p.m. I will make it set, please. Please be on the line. No, 11:30 only, man. 11:30. Okay, Satya Charan. Okay, Satya Charan dot midi boyana at gmail.com. Yesterday, 10:49 p.m. I have shared this. So please, my yes, I will send you back. No, just send me your SMS through SMS mail. Thank you. So here, this is the you want to create a file. For this example, let me create a file. Okay. So employee.text file with the following information. Okay. So the text file can be either created in your Linux file system or in your Hadoop file system. So the command that we are going to use is load. So you create a table, empty table, and after creating a table, so here the text file should be pre-existing. Okay, you should already have this text file, else you create a text file. By using this load statement, you are going to load the data. That is this employee.txt file, which is a unstructured file, into the employee table of Hive. What happened here in this case, if you have this employee.txt file, which is a semi-structured format, a text file being it is a semi-structured format, it does not have any sense. You can't able to apply any query like select query or any other query is not applicable on top of being it is a text file. Therefore, if you create a table, here you have this text file. Okay.
Sir, is it possible to directly insert some values onto the table
Just
other
now
than
I had
to
conveyed,
text?
you can insert the value to the table from other tables, not directly as the
No, sir.
SQL insert into, that is not possible.
Okay.
You should insert the data first from your local file system into the table or from HDFS. Okay, so this is the data that you imagine in your local file system. Here you have created a Hive table by name employee with the following information: employee number, employee name, salary, and job field. Okay, initially the once you created the table will be empty. The table won't have any information here. Okay, at the time of creating the table. So when you create the table, by default it will create a managed table. By default table that will be created will be managed table. Okay, everything will be managed by a Hive. There is another table called as a external table. If you want to create an external table, then you want to specify a keyword external. Okay, so that is the keyword that you need to specify while creating the table. Let me discuss the concept of external table in tomorrow session. Let me first stuck up with, let me first have a discussion on managed table. If it is a managed table, both the table's data as well as the table's metadata will be managed by Hive itself. When you drop the table, if it is a managed table, both the data as well as the metadata will be removed. And while creating the table, that's the first thing. The table's data and metadata will be managed by Hive itself. Okay. When you issue a drop statement of the table, both data and metadata will be removed. Statement 3, it specifies you if you create a table, the table will be created in the default location under user Hive, under warehouse. This is the default location. You no need to specify the location where to store the table's data. Automatically, the table's data will be stored under the following location. Whereas if it is an external table, the table's data or metadata does not managed by the Hive, doesn't manage by Hive. So here the table's data or metadata, in this case, the metadata alone will be managed by Hive. Both the thing won't be managed, the metadata alone will be managed. Therefore, when you drop the table, the metadata alone will be dropped, the data will be there. Okay, you can make use of the data for some other cases. Metadata alone will be dropped. So the third point is that point number 1, the management is only metadata information. Point 2, if you drop the table, being Hive manages only metadata, metadata alone will be dropped. Point 3 is, so here by default it won't store the table's data in the following location. At the time of creation of the table itself, you need to specify the location where you need to store the data. So when to use a managed table, when to use the external table. If you are going to work with, you have your data set, you are going to work with only Hive on top of it. In this case, you create the managed table. You are going to work not only Hive, you are going to work another tool like Pig. You are going to work with some additional tools like Spark, the data, the Spark, everything. Okay. So in this case, apart from Hive, if you are going to make use of some other tools, then it is recommended to create the table as a external table. So please make a note of all those things. These are all interview questions. When to create managed, when to create external. Now, this is the default. When it doesn't specify anything, by default, the table created will be Hive managed table. This is the default. If you want to create the table as an external table, you want to specify the keyword external. Now, let me create a managed table, and after that what you need to do, step 5, you want to specify the load statement. By using load statement, you want to load the data. This is the data which is stored in the Linux file system. You want to load the data. This is the table created by Hive. This is the Hive table. You want to load the data into the Hive table.
Sir, what is the difference between this managed table and external table?
Just now we have discussed.
Yeah, you have told that creation is different.
Yeah,
in the structure or description or any other thing is different.
Table employee means it is a managed table. If you want to create
Okay.
this external table, create external table employee. This keyword alone that you need to give. When you give
No,
this,
sir, I understand we are creating using the external keyword. But what is the difference between these two tables?
these are all the 4 points just now you discussed. You was not there, huh? The first
Yeah,
thing.
I'm here only.
And these
I
are
didn't understand. That's why I'm asking.
you have a tables data and metadata. Okay, if you create a table, then the metadata is nothing but.
Yeah, that I understood. Okay. The description of the table is the metadata, so we'll have that.
Okay, both the thing will be managed by Hive if it is a managed table.
Okay.
So that if you drop the table, being Hive is responsible for managing both data and metadata, it will drop both data and metadata.
Okay.
Whereas if it is a managed table, only metadata alone will be managed by Hive. The data management won't taken care by Hive. Therefore, issue a drop statement. Being Hive's responsibility is managing the metadata alone. The metadata alone will be dropped. The data will be retained there.
Okay, the structure will be there.
The structure, not structure, the data. The structure will be dropped. That is metadata. The information, employee number, the structure will be dropped.
Okay.
The data will be retained in some other location, not on the table.
Okay.
So here you want to, at the time of creating the table, you want to specify the location where you need to store the data.
Okay.
Here there is no need to specify
so in
the
the
location.
create syntax itself, we'll give the location.
Yeah, let me specify any location. Let me
While we are using
under
the create statement.
the location need to be in HDFS. That is the key thing. The location where
Okay,
to
whenever
store
we
the
are creating
data.
the managed table.
So managed table, you know, need to specify any location. This is the default location where your data will be, tables data will be created. This is called Hive's warehouse directory. This location we call it as a Hive warehouse
For
directory.
external table, the location we mentioned in the syntax.
Here in external table,
for external table, do we mention the location in the syntax?
Where? For external table, you need to specify separately. At the time of creating the table, you
that
may have
we'll do in the create syntax itself.
Yes, at the time of creating the table, you want to specify the location where the table's data need to be stored. You want to explicitly specify. You please listen, ma'am. Once we have this practical, you will have a clear understanding. These are all the differences. Okay. So when to use external, when to use managed. If you are going to work only with Hive, then you create a managed table. The data is going to be shared by not only by Hive, also by Pig, also by Spark, some other tools. Then you create the table as the external table. Okay, these are all the major differences associated with creating a manager and external table. Now,
Yes, sir, now I understand.
yeah, yes. Now you want to load the data. Once the data has been loaded, so the load statement will look for data from by default from your HDFS only. These are all interview questions. If you issue this load data, the data by default will be looked from the HDFS location. Example, if you have your data in local file system, in this sense, you want to specify a keyword local. Load data, you want to specify the local in path. The path by default is HDFS. If you have your data in local, you need to specify the local keyword. These are all some of the key points before going up into creation. Okay, just make a note of this one. These are all interview perspective. So once I create and once I load the data, you will have a clear idea. The second thing is that you need to specify the format parameters. You need to specify some formatting parameters here while creating the table itself. So what parameter? So how one field and another field is separated. Field 1 and field 2 is separated. You want to specify the field separators. You want to specify how one row and another row is separated. You want to specify the row separators. Here the field separator specifies you have this employee.txt. The employee.txt may be in your Linux file system or maybe in your Hadoop file system. The employee.txt can have data 1, RAM, 9000, dba, or it may have a data 1 tab RAM, tab 9000, tab dba. Anything is possible. In this case, the first case, the separator is comma as a separator. The second case, the separator is /t, that is tab as a separator. Okay, tab /tab as a separator. So here the separator here refers to the separator in your this source text file, which may be in local file system or which may be in Hadoop file system. Okay, while creating the table, you will have idea of each and everything. So first, what we need to do, you want to create a database. So now we have created a database by name, create database 0. So you want to connect to the database. For that, the command is use database name 0 to connect to the database. After that, let me create a table. Create table. Let me create a table by name employee with the following fields. Then we should have the data. That is, let me create this employee.txt file in our local file system. Next step, by using this load statement, you load this employee.txt file into this employee table of Hive. So here, the Hive will manages the metadata here. Okay, under Hive metastore, the Hive metastore will take care of, and once the data has been loaded, by using this Hive query language, users can issue a query so that the data can be queried as if it is stored in your RDBMS. So this is the activity that we are going to perform today. We have already created a database. Okay, let me connect. So database is through. To connect to the database, okay, to clear the screen, you can issue all the exclamatory. ls will list if you want to execute this Linux command here. So exclamatory, you can issue this command. Okay, exclamatory, you can issue this command. ls-l. Any command. If you want to clear, so exclamatory clear. CLEAR. End up with this semicolon. Please make a note of this command. So now, the databases is present now. Okay, to connect the so databases, to list you the current database, use through. It will connect to the database. use through. It will connect to the database. Please make a note. Now, if you issue show tables, it will list all the tables here. Show tables. Not nothing is present here. What you need to do? You want to create a table for that. Okay. So let me create a table. Create table. The table name is employee, containing employee number. The data type for the number is string. Okay. So integer. Let me create a employee name. The data type is string. Okay, let me create a salary field. Once again, integer. Let me create a job. Okay, it is a string. So here you want to specify the following syntax. Okay, so row format, the syntax is delimited. And then you want to specify fields terminated by, you want to specify the terminator. Let me make it a comma as a terminator. Okay, for the fields. And then you want to specify lines terminated by a new line character. Okay, let me make it as a new line character, lines terminated. And finally, you want to specify stored as text file. Okay, these are all the syntax that you need to specify. Make a note. Row format delimiter, you want to specify the delimiters. Okay, what are all the things? The fields terminated by comma, lines terminated by new line, stored as a text file. Now you created a table. So if you now select these show tables, you can find the table is created. Employee is the table that you have created. You can get this description for this employee. Describe employee will let you know all the description. Yes?
Sir, is it
Sir,
case
here you-
sensitive?
No. Here I created.
Okay, when we.
Yeah, here it is not a case sensitive.
Oh,
I created
Sir,
a
here
table
you
with
mentioned.
small name, but I described the table with the capital name. You can find out. Yes?
Yes, sir. Here you mentioned raw format delimited then nothing. So it means delimited by spaces.
Yeah, yes, delimited in. So this is the format that you need to specify the source file where we have in our HDFS or in our local file system. Enter, just simply enter. Row format delimited enter, fields terminated by enter, lines terminated by enter. If you encounter if you put a semicolon at the end, it will indicate the end of the particular statement.
Okay. So here lines mean lines. We
One line
mentioned
and
the
another
row
line.
separator.
One record and another record.
No. By lines keyword, it means row separator and
Yeah,
the fields means column separator.
row separator. Field is
Okay.
column separator.
Okay.
This is row separator. This is the format of file. We have a Avro format. We have sequence file format. We have a different format that we are going to discuss. Now, to create a file as a text file. That's all. Now, let me create a file under the home part. Let me go to the home part.
Sir, one small doubt, sir.
Please wait. Once this is over, you can clarify your doubts. To create a
Okay,
document, empty document. Okay. Let me make the document as employee.text. Let me open a document, right click, open with the gedit. You can type the content 1 comma, employee name is Ram, comma, salary is 9,000, comma, job is DBA. Enter 2 comma, Arun, comma, salary 10,000, comma, engineer 3 comma. So here Anand, comma, salary 9,500. The job is architect. So let me create a small table with the following three data. Okay, this is your source table. What is the name of the table? The name of the table is employee.text. Okay. Name of the table is employee.text. Okay, employee.text. You can check it. Now you have an employee.text contain the following things. Let me connect to Hive. Okay, so we have created the table employee number, employee name, salary, and table. If you issue this select statement in this location, select start from table name, you can find nothing is listed. Now what you need to do? Okay, you are going to load the data from where you have created the data in your local file system. From your local file system, we are going to load the data. Let me load the data first. How to load the data? The command to load the data is here. You are having your file in your local file system. You are having your file in your local file system. The name of the file is employee.text. Here you have created the table under Hive. You have created a Hive table. The name of the table is employee. Here you can the table contains the following: employee number, employee name, okay, and then you have another field salary and job field. So now the table is now empty. Okay, so here where the table is created, once you create, it will be under user Hive warehouse. Under warehouse, a database name under Thiru, we can find a folder by name employee has been created. How to check it? Let me issue the same command here. Okay. Open a terminal, new terminal, and you can issue the following command. Hadoop fs -ls under user Hive warehouse. You can find thiru.db. Under thiru.db, there is a thiru.db. Under thiru.db, you can find a table employee. So under table employee, you can find nothing. Once you load the data, the text file will be mapped here. You can make a check here. Is it visible to you? All please. So I had issued the command Hadoop fs-ls user Hive warehouse. Under user Hive warehouse, you can find a thiru.db is listed. So here under thiru.db, you can find a table name employee has been found out. So this employee table has been found out. Then under employee table, when I try to list under employee table, it shows nothing. Okay. Now after loading the data, what you can achieve here is you have this Hive table. So here after loading the data from this employee.text will be loaded into the Hive table. From this employee.text will be loaded into the Hive table. 1 comma employee name Ram comma salary 9,000 comma job DPA. Likely 2 comma employee name Arun comma salary 10,000 comma the job engineer, etc. All the data will be loaded, and after that if you select this using a select statement, you can issue any query as of that you can use with SQL. The query language that we are using is Hive query language. It is more or less similar to SQL. Now let me load the data using this load statement. Okay, load data. So while loading the data, there are two options. The data may be in your local file system or it may be in your Hadoop file system. In this example, you are having the data in your local file system. Therefore, what you need to do, you while load the data, load data, you want to specify the keyword local. In path, you want to specify under home, under Hadoop, the data is employee.text. Into table, you want to specify the Hive table. Into table, the table name employee. So load data, local in path. Okay. So here this in path need to be specified under this code. Please make a home Hadoop employee test need to be specified under the code. Load data, local in path, the source path into the table name. What is specified the table name? Employee is the table name. Okay. So here the local keyword is optional. When it is mandatory, if you have your data in this local path, you need to specify. Yes. If you don't specify local, if you simply specify load data in path, it will look for the data from the HDFS. Now this load statement will load the data. Now you can find the same issue, the same select statement. Select start from employee will list you all the data. Initially, select start from employee will list nothing. Okay, after loading, you can issue the statement. So if you are looking for the similar type of SQL can be applicable here. Select start from employee, where salary, what are all the things that you can do in SQL. You can select start from employee. You can apply the where condition, where salary greater than 9,000. It will list all the record. Only Anand is also alone having. So select start from employee, where jobs equal to DPA. Like this is the advantage of going for this Hive. Being it is almost more or less similar to SQL, it is very easy writing the code. Okay, this is the way by which you can create a table. If you want to drop the table, the command is drop table, table name. You can drop the table, employee table. So once you drop the table, the table's metadata and data will be dropped. Okay, the table's metadata and data will be dropped. So here if you issue show tables, the show table command won't list you the table. Simply you can drop your database itself. Okay, drop database name. Yes, if you issue show databases, you can find the Thiru database has been removed. So this is the way by which you can create a table. You can create a database. Under database, you can create a table, and you can insert the data by using this load statement, and laterly you can query. There are several ways of insertion. We have a partitioned table, we have external table, unpartitioned table, everything that we will discuss on tomorrow. Now we are going to connect with this madam's machine to make a debug. This is a debugging session. Ma'am, what is your ID?
Sir, only one doubt in this Hive. We are using the select query, no?
Yeah.
In that select query, if you give the result, what we are getting is it is showing the data from the table.
Yes.
So it is not showing the title of that columns, no? Is there any commands for showing the data along with the column setting?
Set the header. You can set the header. You can set the prompt. The setting parameter will be discussed tomorrow. No issue.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Set the header need to be enabled. By default, it will be disabled.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I will give my ID, sir.
Yes. What is your ID? So before that,
788 88 91
91
9
9
639.
639.
Yes.
Yes. Connection could not established. Why? No issue. What I can do, I am going to make you as a presenter. Okay. So
Okay.
your screen will be shown to us. You can move on to your screen. So make present. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ரிக்வெஸ்ட் வந்திருக்கா? எழில்மா?
Not it, sir. Sir?
Elil ma'am. Okay. Now this is
Now
the
you are able to see?
yes, we can able to see your screen. So start your
Okay.
cluster, VMware workstation, go to the location. You please maximize.
Is it okay?
Yes, you can increase the view. The view can be zoomed in so that it will be yeah. View. அதுக்கு மேல இருக்கல view. User libக்கு கீழ view இருக்கும். அந்த view file editக்கு அப்புறம் view. Zoom in பண்ணுங்க. Zoom in, not full screen. Escape. Okay, no issue. Here, open. Here, user lib Java -7 open JDK, not a valid identifier. So open this browser window. Browser. File browser in your Hadoop. In VMware la the file browser open பண்ணுங்க. VMware la.
Okay.
இந்த பாத்துக்கு கொண்டு வந்துடுங்க. இந்த மேல இருக்கிறத கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. இந்த இத கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. லெஃப்ட்ல இந்த VM ஓட ரெண்டு இது வர மாதிரி. மேல வந்துச்சுல? இல்ல நீங்க full screen வந்துட்டீங்களா? அத கேன்சல் பண்ணுங்க. இந்த full screen கேன்சல் பண்ணுங்க.
அது கேன்சல் ஆக மாட்டேங்குது.
எஸ்கேப் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா கேன்சல் ஆயிடும்.
Shall I start again?
இந்த இருக்குல இந்த இத கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. மேல நான் பண்றது தெரியாது இல்ல அதுக்கு மேல. ஓகே நீங்க ஒண்ணும் இல்ல shut down பண்ணிட்டு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க. You shut down the machine and start. Else you directly use this VI. ஏன்னா நமக்கு GDate இருந்தா it will be comfortable for you. இந்த இடத்துல தப்பு விட்டுருக்கீங்க ஈஸியா மேனேஜ் பண்ணிடலாம்.
Yes sir, I'll do.
Anish, Abhilash, Pratap, now we are connecting to Elil ma'am's machine. Okay, so here what we are doing is we are going to make a debugging. Everyone can she able to see ma'am's screen, username Hadoop, password.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, is it possible to install Postgres or MongoDB into Hive? Is it any possibility?
What one? MongoDB also can be installed. You can connect MongoDB data into Hive. We will have discussion later. No upgrade.
Okay. Postgres.
Ma'am, click on this browser. Okay. No, not that browser. ரெண்டாவது டப்பா கீழே டப்பாமா இருக்குல்ல ஃபைல் browser. அத கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. வியூ போய் கொஞ்சம் வியூ போங்க. அதுல போயிட்டு ஒரு நிமிஷம் கீழே ஜூம் இன் இருக்கு பாருங்க. ஜூம் இன் பண்ணுங்க. கீழே வாங்க. ஓகே வேற எதுவும் பண்ணிடாதீங்க. அந்த பிரவுசர் இல்ல. மேக்ஸிமைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. இல்ல அந்த ஃபைலுக்கு பக்கத்துல மேக்ஸிமைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ஃபைலுக்கு பக்கத்துல இருக்க. இதெல்லாம் அப்படியே விட்டுருங்க. நோ இஷ்யூ. Okay, well, okay.
Sir, under the VM, hello, sir, under the VM, there is a view, VM workstation, file edit view. Under that view, there is a fit guest mode. If you select that, this will get maximized.
Where?
Under the VMware's view menu, the VMware top one. Yeah. If you select the fit guest now.
Fit guest. Yes. Perfect.
Okay. Zoom out or zoom in?
Yeah, yes, no, that is enough, ma'am. Okay, no issue.
Okay, sir.
So,
Okay.
okay, you just second, you open this box. The second left.
I'm trying to
You can
maximize this.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Documents, sir.
Yeah, where you have loaded under home under Hadoop, move to the home path. Under home Hadoop, you will be having .bash rc. Yes, Control H. Control H. You press Control H. Now you
Yeah,
can find the bash rc. The downside.
Yes, sir. This one.
Yes, right click, open with gedit. Move to the last line where you have specified this home path and all other things.
Yes, sir.
Here you have Java underscore homes equal to the first line itself you have committed, you have left a space here. Equal to and slash you have a space here. This is the problem.
Now is it okay?
Yes, home Hadoop 1.2 paths equal to dollar Hadoop underscore home slash bin dollar. Yes, you save the file using the save. Top you have saved. Yes. Open the another file also. Hadoop-environment.sh. You save it, Hadoop-environment.sh.
Yes, sir.
Move to the location where you have Java's home. Here too you have left out a free space. Save it.
Okay.
Now what you need to do, you go to /home Hadoop. Here you have created a folder temp data, is it? Here you have temp data, right side. Third column, third row, third column. You drop the temp data. Right click.
Have to delete that?
Yes, right click, delete.
Remove. Huh?
Yeah.
What cut? I can do cut?
Yeah, yes, you just delete key, you press the delete key.
Okay.
Else you remove RM-. You just choose the folder, ma'am. Choose the folder and press the delete key. It will be deleted. Huh?
Okay. Okay.
Now create the new folder. Right click. Create a new folder and make it as a temp data. Rename it as temp data. TMP DATA. No. What is the name that you have mentioned there in your core hyphen site? TMP DATA, not temp. TMP temp data.
Okay.
Yes. You can also check it. Open core hyphen site.xml. Under home Hadoop, conf, you will be having a conf folder. Core hyphen site.xml. Right click, open with gedit. Open with gedit. Now the temp data, okay, it is correct. The first path and hadoop.temp.data is temp data. Name of the folder is need to be exact. Yes, close it.
Okay.
Save and close. Okay. Yes, save all the files, no issue. Now come to the command prompt of your command prompt. Control Alt terminal or anything. Open terminal or Control Alt terminal. Okay, yes, click on. Present working directory, PWD. No issue, it is viewable to all. You just type that PWD, present working directory. Now type source space source dot bash rc. So since you did a change in bash rc, dot bash rc, dot source dot bash bash. Yes, enter. So the changes need to be reflected to the kernel. Now everything is perfect. Okay. So move to the CD, change directory, H, and press the tab. It will you have a Hadoop here. Hadoop HADOOP hyphen 1.2.1. Yeah, go to the location. Now, no, ma'am, there should not be any space. Just ls, type ls. Hadoop Python 1.2. Enter. Now, bin slash, you execute the form bin slash Hadoop space name node space one space name node space hyphen format. Enter. You should get a message successfully formatted. Yes, at the before the fifth line, you got the message successfully formatted. From your prompt where it is blinking, the fifth line, top line. You move to the line, successfully highlight that.
Yes, sir.
Successfully formatted. So this message should appear. Then only it indicates a HDFS file system has been created. Now you type JPS, Java process state. It won't list anything. Since the server is not yet started, type JPS. So now start hyphen all dot sh. Start hyphen all dot sh. No, start hyphen all. You should not have any space. Start and hyphen, there should not be any space. You delete yes, hyphen all dot sh. Sh. Sir, it is a script file, not ssh. You have your document with you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Note.
Now you can find password. Why it is asking password? Because you have forgotten to create authorized underscore key file. That's the reason why it is asking password. It will ask password each and every time. You just type the password. Type the password Hadoop. This problem may arise if your authorized underscore key is not a correct key.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes, type JPS now.
Yes.
Now you can find name node, secondary name node, data node, everything is perfect. Yes?
Yes, sir.
This is
Yes.
the way by which you need to configure. Now, on top of it, you can configure Hive. As of today's discussion, you come with the Hive on tomorrow. Any other doubt? If you people get stuck with, okay, thanks, ma'am, for your.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, after I will install Hive.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Is it clear now? Where a small mistake, he has left out a space.
Yes.
The log file will let you know.
Yes, sir.
You have a command over that. At the moment, just you glance into the log file, you can able to identify where the problem is. Abhilash, Anish, Pradap.
Yes, sir. Yes.